Good. What is it now? Afternoon, Shaka. How you doing? You good? You well?
Hey, what's going on, my bro? I'm good, man. I'm good. Just pushing through.
Of course. And pushing through is what we're going to get to, because for those of you who don't know, Shaka Henry is the founder, CEO, owner, top dog at Rep Dat TV. We've known each other a long time. We've been out here capturing content from the culture for a hot minute. We'll get into that, but a lot of our readers might have first picked up on the story we covered on you a year ago, where you had some exciting things in the pipeline. You were about to partner with different platforms. You were essentially embarking on a period of growth. It's been a great 2022, I gather, and I understand there's been some huge milestones achieved. And I know that 2023 is gonna probably offer even more success, or bring more success your way. So, talk a little bit about the beginning when we did the article last year, which was highlighting what Rep Dat TV was to where you are now and what's happened in between.
No, definitely, and a lot of appreciation for that article, because I think it gave little things like this, and this is why I give it respect. I went to my auntie's house in Lewisham, where I grew up, and I showed her the article, and the smile she had just to see it, because she's seen the journey. She's known the ups and downs. She's seen the lefts and rights. She's seen everything. Had my mum giving it to all of her friends. And we've got to give a lot of respect to The Voice, because The Voice is one of them platforms for Black British people. If you've got in the background 40 years. So we have to respect to what comes before us. And that's a lot of what we do at Rep Dat. So we took that article and we went on a rampage. We bought about 50 copies. We went to every industry event. We let people know what we was doing. And since then, we was launching a channel. So we just left Yanga. We'd gone onto the AVO platform. They was just about to launch in Africa. There was a huge satellite platform out there. So since that time, we've just grown with them. We was the only Black British TV channel global in the world. They was on the Roku, on the smartphones, on all of the platforms. So as the time's gone on, we've just grown. We've gone to all the events. We've done City Splash. We've done Reggae Festival. We've covered this. We've grown. The channel's grown. AVOs are now up to 1 million downloads. 2 million downloads, sorry. Across all of them. They're the second biggest platform in Africa after Netflix. And I need to say that twice, because I get excited and happy when I say that. They're the second biggest platform after Netflix in Africa. And they chose us.
That's amazing. That is. So, was that part of anticipated growth from your perspective, or is that come as a surprise?
I think we was all surprised. We knew there was a need. We know that, for example, the company AVO. I'll get onto AVO and Rep Dat so you can see the connection. To see AVO TV, look at them as like Sky. So they're like a massive Sky platform over there that wanted to launch an on-demand platform. They launched that with AVO TV. In that time, there's 200 million people in Nigeria. Everyone forgets that. Huge audience. So they managed to get channels that captivated people and grow. So as they grew, Rep Dat grew. More demands came, more advertising came in, more content came in. We started doing live events like the Camera Awards. We started going to events and broadcasting them live. We've got viewers in Poland, Yugoslavia, worldwide tuning in. And with that, we just, like I said, we've just grown. And now we're at the point off the back of that where we've launched our own app. So we're still with AVO, but we're independent, where you can get us everywhere you can get Netflix now, Joel. Everywhere. We're on the phones, we're on the tablets, we're on the websites. Any smart TV in the world, you can put Rep Dat TV and see us.
There's going to be a few people watching this, Shaka, who are like, wow, if he can do it, I can do it, right? Which is what we want to promote. But speak about some of the difficulties in bringing this vision to where it is now, because it's not an overnight thing, right? It's been years in the making.
Yeah, it's been 13 years that we launched Rep Dat TV. And when we first launched it, it was a bunch of friends from Lewisham. We'd all kind of grown up in a council flat, always wanting to do something different, just not to do the stereotypical thing. That's where we got the name Rep Dat from, because we wanted to rep something different from what everyone else was doing, because you're from the same environment as I'm in. It's about 5% of people doing negativity and 85% of the people live in their world, and about 10% stuck in the middle. That's the actual reality of what we represent. It's not all of that. So when we said we need a platform where we can go and talk to the Saxons, the Coxons, but then talk to the Omars and talk to the Angie Lamars and show that we don't just, it's not just drill. We was going to the ACLT, like you said, I met you at the UCMMA. We was there front row like 10, 12 years ago, featuring black MMA fighters that were just trying to get in the game. Our whole thing was about pushing the narrative of positive people and a black British culture that we have in the UK. So some of the struggles I've had is, you know as well, most of the Sky TV stations were African TV stations. Their majority focus was not the black British audience because, as you know, and I want you to kind of talk on this is why I kind of throw it back to you as well. So it's like, we're a community where we want a voice newspaper. We want a Rep Dat Black British TV station. We want a Choice FM. But we do not financially support these platforms. We do not support them when it's like if it was a Netflix doing a black show, everybody is going to run to that show. Channel 4 just launched YouTube 4.0. That's literally a black platform on YouTube with all of the YouTubers that get a million views anyway, now going to a YouTube channel, hoping to get a TV deal to potentially get around £6,000-7,000 and get their name out there. But if we could do it ourselves, they're getting £50,000-60,000 on our own platform because they're getting the advertising directly. And these are the barriers that we face.
Yeah, it's interesting you touch on that, and you're right. It's there is a need for a better sense of unity, kind of revolving around financial support and understanding how that boosts the ecosystems from the ground up, right, from root to tip. So greater support in that very specific sense, you know. So yeah, you're not wrong, Shaka. Talk about, can you get into the how it works? Because for a lot of people, they're going to be like, yeah, but we ain't got the money to do it, innit? And I know that, King, we ain't come from the money to do it. So you found a way. I don't want you to, I guess, give away your blueprint, but in terms of helping someone to understand how the mechanics work and how they can shoot for building their own platform like yourself that can essentially be worth something.
I think what I did is, my experience was different. It's like I went into sales at a very, very early age. So when I was 19, I was working for like a distribution company. I was selling like record companies to Relentless Records, to like Daddy Ernie. That's what I known him from when he had the record shop. Body Music was, yeah, all of the record shops. So I came in it from a business point of view. So I had a creative heart. I had a passion, but I learned the business side of things from a very early age. I then moved from then and I went into publishing, advertising, sales. So again, I was working on business side of things. So when I eventually came to like TV and came up with the idea of Rep Dat, I had like 12, 15 years of sales experience, business mindset. And what I would say to a lot of the kids is, get into sales. It's the easiest job to get into. Get into it from early. Learn how the business, because they love how we talk. They love how we communicate. They love how we're able to persuade people. They're always looking for young black people to get into sales because we're good at talking. So what I would say to people is get some type of professional background. So even if you've got a great idea and all of your friends are behind you, have something on your CV that says, hey, I can employ this person. I can get a job through this. Do you see what I mean? This person can make me money. So they're not just coming with an idea, they're coming with that. So my thing was, because I had that experience, it was probably easier to me because I could transfer. My first job in TV, I was a sales manager. Then I was like a commercial director. I've always kind of came in because I crossed over from media to TV using transferable skills. So launching a TV station, to be honest, Joe, that was the hardest thing I did in my life. That was, so I had money. I lost so much money in the beginning to get it up to where it was. And what we did was communicate with people. I went to a company like AVO, told them about what we've done, told them we've got 13 years experience, told them we've published stuff on Amazon Prime, BBC, we've done all of this stuff. We want to build a TV channel. They said, okay, we like your vision. We'll give you a platform. You go and build the channel. We then had to go to a software company called Nickel Media, convince him to buy into the idea. He put us in contact with another company. Me and my business partner, Patrick, we raised up around $2,000 a month just to start paying for the TV channel, just to be broadcasting. Before I even came to you, he was broadcasting 2 months, lost like $4,000 before we'd even started paying for that. Once we started paying for the TV channel, it got picked up on the platforms. Then advertisers started saying, who is this person that is not doing African content, that is doing UK content? How do we get in contact? Then they started advertising with us. When we got advertising, we got more money, we got a bigger playout system. And then it's kind of like who you know in it. So when you're in the industry, so we're not probably in the mainstream phase, but behind the scenes, I've worked with these TV companies and all these platforms for so many years. We've got good relationships. They want a black platform. So the last deal that we did, it's a bit long-winded, but just for all the people that really want to know the journey. So then once we built up a following where we could say, look, we've got 500,000 people worldwide watching our TV channel, we was able to negotiate a deal with Castify. They was able to put us independently on every single platform. These are the same people that like build Amazon Prime and Netflix. So when you see our platform, the reason why it looks so good is because they've given us the infrastructure. So, and that's where we are now.
Now, you've done a lot of work, Shaka, and I'm glad you shared it and spelled it out for, you know, those who are sitting at home saying, yeah, but where's ours? Where it is, and here's how you do it. So thanks for sharing that. You touched on some of the, you know, some of the live content you've produced this year, some of the things that you've covered. What's some of the staples on there in terms of shows? I know, I'm going to forget his name now. That's terrible. There's a young man I know whose content flies on your platform. God, how can I forget his name?
I know we got Dexter. Just added
no,
that
I know Dexter's on there, and big up Dexter as well.
Bushkin, the Bushkin show.
He's got a talk show. Big up Bushkin as well. He's got a talk show. Gosh.
Jean Paul.
Yes, Jean Paul.
Yeah. So we debuted that.
Yeah, big up Jean Paul. And big up everybody who's found their way on there, you know, because there's a commitment to excellence and delivering the show properly that I think, you know, at the end of it, you want to find a platform that is worthy of delivering it on. And that's what Rep Dat is. For those who are sitting there thinking, you know, I've got content, I've got, you know, stuff I want to throw in. I want to do my own show. How do they reach you? How does that manifest?
We're very receptive. I mean, what we want to do is, you asked about some of our shows. So Sound System Culture is one of our biggest shows that got picked up by Amazon Prime as well. That was on Sky. Most of our shows have gone onto Sky platforms as well. Tip Your Cap, that was like a really big show. And that one means a lot because, rest in peace, Noah McCoy just passed away. And we got to make a show dedicating to his career, Omar's career, Donnie's career, Junior Gascom's career, and let them know that they was appreciated. So that one's a bit sentimental for me. We got The Balcony. We've got the reggae show. That's the only reggae show in Europe that's broadcasting. We've got and we've got lots of movies. So people that want to send us content, hit us up at info@repdattv.com. If we're offering revenue splits, so we're not saying give us your content for free. We're saying if your content makes money, you're going to make money, a very competitive amount of money.
Is there anybody else you want to partner with, or obviously having launched your own app now, I guess that gives you a bit more scope, more freedom? Is there anybody that you're directly targeting and saying, or content you're directly specifically looking for yourself?
Who I'm looking for, it's funny you asked that as well, because if you didn't ask that, I probably wouldn't have brought it up. But we're looking for like a business partner, as in someone like we don't need any money. We're in a fortunate position, like I said, where we put all of our money in. So we didn't have to set up a GoFundMe to launch our platform. We're completely independent. We're not going anywhere. We're sustainable. What we're looking for now is someone like, you know, when 50 went to Stars and he blew up their thing, we're on exactly the same platforms as Stars. There's no way you can get that app where you can't get our app on your phones, your tablets, your TVs, everywhere. We're global. So now I think we need someone like Idris or whoever is our big black British star to come and say, listen, there's a black British TV channel. They're not asking me for no money. They're not begging me nothing, but they're doing their thing. Let me come and endorse them. Let me give them some content. Let me send some audience that way. And everyone that goes that way ends up getting paid, and they're independent. Anyone that gives us their content, it's your content. We're not claiming it. We're not changing it. We want to build this ecosystem where people can stop going to YouTube, get 200 views, and feel disillusioned.
2023. I imagine you're gonna. I mean, firstly, how's your Christmas gonna go? You're gonna take some time off and chill. Do you get some time off? Do you get downtime?
Hello, I need to. It's crazy at the moment. This week's just been meetings, events, I'm on the promo tour. I'm literally on the promo, so I'm popping up everywhere now.
Yeah, but it's funny you say it because I was surprised to see you. I was surprised to kind of be in contact with you, because I know you're on the go all the time. So downtime, I guess, family time, Christmas festivities, that sort of thing. What happens in 2023? How do you hit the ground running in January, and what can we expect?
Launch party. You'll be there as well. We're gonna do a massive, and with downtime, because if I don't say that, my missus will kill me. Obviously, yeah, I'm gonna lock off in a couple of weeks and just spend some time with the family. Like, I got a big family. I've got 6 kids, so I'm gonna just take some time off with the family, just because they're who I live for, really. The rep that is for, like, that's the legacy, but it's the kids who I live for. So definitely take some time off and spend time with them. And then we're just gonna do the launch party. We're looking for about 5 key shows. If anyone's got a crazy idea, we're looking for about 5 shows that everyone knows you come to Rep Dat for these 5 shows. And that's what we're working. And the rest is just, we want people to just send us great content that we can monetize and help them make money off. So the launch party, man, and then just seeing us everywhere, posters, billboards, like, we're making noise. Like, we've been waiting for a black TV station forever. We've got one. Now we're going to tell everyone we got one. It's our job to do that.
Say no more, Shaka. Where can people find, give them all the socials and all the rest of it?
Yeah, everything is Rep Dat TV, man. Personally, you know me, my Instagram's on private, bro. I'm not. It's not about me.
I was talking about you.
Yeah.
I know you don't usually pop up as well, so like,
I don't even like. You know why I don't? Because it's never about me. It's about the platform. And I never want anything to get distracted. It's always about the platform. And there's a lot of people. It's not just me. I founded it. But Rep Dat's had about 100 people over the last 13 years involved in it. And that's why I don't name them. Because if I miss anyone out, everyone gets feelings. So, yeah. There's a lot of us doing it.
There's a little bit of a Tyler Perry about you, sir. You know? You're building that kind of, you know, legacy. I mean, he's done it, right? When you look at someone, you know, who could be a blueprint for black success in terms of full ownership and building out the infrastructure, he's done it, right? Would that be a utopia? Would that be where you want to go, or does it look different to that?
Don't we need it, Joel? Don't we need it? Like, I'm fed up of, like, meeting these young filmmakers and they're sitting in line at these other big channels that want to give them crumbs. Then they're feeling disillusioned and then they go into something else. We need a place where we can just grow these crops. This ain't just gonna blow up next week because I want it to. This is long term. We're gonna build this, and we are gonna build this infrastructure. And I look up to people like Dame Dash, like Rockefeller. Like, I saw Rockefeller and I was like, yeah, I need to do this Rep Dat thing. That's what was inspiring me, because they was 100% independent. Don't need anyone for anything. There's nobody that can kind of control us. We're completely independent. And I feel like the UK is one of the markets that is, when it blows, it's going to blow, because it's on the tip of it. Blue Story was like the bubbling point when everyone started saying, oh, there's some real stuff. Then we did Top Boy. The next, that's about to come. Why not have it on our platform? Why not?